Goodness, look at this pile of seeds that I'm gonna start today. Let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. 46, holy macaroni, 46 varieties of seeds. These are my 6 to 8 week seeds. My goodness. I'm not even sure I have enough seed trays or space, but we're gonna give it a whirl. Plus 3 more I had on my list, but they were in the fridge. Okay, well, I've gotten myself into a pickle, haven't I? This is as good a place as any to take a look at the varieties, because once I get to putting the seeds together, I'm just gonna make an assembly line of it. Okay, I have, these are pink budgies. Not exactly sure what the botanic name is, but it has cute little pink, they look like little birds, little pink birds, so pink budgies. Then I have Fama White Scabiosa, Thriller Lady's Mantle, 2 colors of bellflower campanula. I have the Tellum Beauty Peach Leaf Bellflower Campanula and the White Bells Peach Leaf Bellflower Campanula. Noble Spirit Dwarf Goat's Beard, Sparkle White Gara, Japanese Saucer, Pink Saucer Japanese Anemone. I'm gonna start some chives. These are mainly as ornamental, not as food. I have 2 kinds of delphinium. I have Delphinium Magic Fountain Cherry Blossom White Bee. And Delphinium Magic Fountain Sky Blue White Bee, whatever that means. Carnation, 2 kinds of carnations, La France and Marie Chabot. I have the black sage. I have more of these. I'm gonna start in the yard, but I want to try some in seed trays. Some clary sage seeds. I've tried these straight in the yard, and you know what? Maybe. Anyway, yeah, I've tried some of these in the yard, and they didn't go. Maybe birds got them, so I'm gonna start a few in a tray. Some columbine seeds. This is a barlow mix, and I have more columbines somewhere. Let me get them together. More Lysianthus. This is the Voyage Champagne, Black Pearl, Voyage Lavender, some hollyhock seeds. I have Indian Spring Mix, Majorette Double Champagne, Chater's Double White, two types of ornamental kale. This is Condor Pure White and Crane Pink. And I have some asters. I have a king size apricot aster. I tried these last year. Peony Duchess apricot. I have a shimmer celosia. Bee balm or wild bergamot. Cream globe amaranth. Ox-eye daisy, Dusty Miller. There's more hollyhock. Okay, bunch more hollyhock. Henry VIII lemon. I have a hollyhock pile. Indian Spring Mix, another one. Majorette Double Yellow. Chater's Double Salmon. This is an Oxford Blue salvia. Tried it last year and didn't make it. Try it again. I have a bunch of straw flowers. I have the Silvery Rose straw flower, which I still have out there in the yard. It's hanging on and I have a lot of it. I love it. I also got a Dragon's Den straw flower. And Apricot Peach straw flower. Focus. Then I have Meadow Rue. Got some split leaf philodendron. Common sage. Clary sage, common sage, black sage. Primrose seeds, blue zebra. Here's my other columbine seeds, the tall double mix. China Aster blend. More straw flower white. Where did I put the straw flowers? There. Verbena seeds, purple top vervain. And finally, but not least, a Russell lupin seed. So that's a lot. I'm gonna write the tags and then go get the seed trays ready. Well, I have now made it out to the area where I'm going to start the seeds to my potting table. And I don't know how many I'm going to get done. I gathered all my trays that I have and just going to try to make it work with what I've got. I still have a few more seeds to start. These are the 6 to 8 week seeds. And then there are some 4 to 6 week seeds. And I have a lot of seeds I'm going to direct sow, zinnias, cosmos, things like that. I'm going to direct sow, but these ones I've tried. Some of them I've tried direct sowing and had no luck. So I want to get them started indoors. And I'm not going to have enough room. They're going to end up on the floor and trays and kind of scattered around where they'll get good sunlight and stay warm enough. But I want to have at least, a few of each of these. So I am going to give it a whirl. I use this seed starting mix. I've had good luck with it. And sometimes the seeds need light, so you get some vermiculite to scatter over the top, and it helps control moisture. And I have so many different kinds of seed starting trays. After my experience last year with smaller seed pockets, cells, I decided I want to try larger cells. When there's more smaller cells, the plants just get kind of crowded, so I wanted to try larger cells. So the other thing I gathered over the last season, I just held on to all these 6-packs from other plants that I got, and I'm going to use those and put them in a tray with a dome, because I have some extra trays and domes. So these ones come with their own dome. And the other thing I'm going to use, which are smaller cells, these are peat pot seed starters, and they're much smaller, but you can just plant them directly in the soil. You don't have to try to get the plant out of them. I didn't find ones that were a little bit larger, but so I got these, and again, these I'll put in the dome and trays that I have. But I'm going to start with the other ones, the larger cells. So seed starting mix, I sprayed it with a little bit of water. You want it to kind of be somewhat, you want it to kind of hold together, not have water dripping out of it, not be completely soaked, but be dampened, moist. Very light and fluffy when you first open the package, so you always have to pre-moisten the soil. I use the other cells to kind of pack them a little bit, not a lot, just enough to kind of know that there's no air pockets in the soil. You don't want air pockets in there. I learned my lesson last year. I pre-started wrote my tags before. Start with a blue zebra primrose and a columbine tall double. So then what I do is I read the instructions. This one actually needed to be refrigerated for a while, cold stratification. Well, says no, but I had done it for a while. I don't know why. I must have read more that it said it 10 inches apart. So there's no, special instructions. You don't need to soak it. You don't need to kind of sand the seeds. Some of them you want to sand the seeds a little bit. It says to 1/16 of an inch, start by sowing them indoors on the surface. Need light to germinate. Bright indirect light. Okay. I'm excited about these blue zebra. Gotta make sure your hands are dry enough. All right, you won't be able to see those seeds. But I'm gonna do 2 per cell. Try to get them kind of in the middle on the surface, so I don't need to make a hole for them. That one was iffy. Okay, well, I don't know how many seeds were in there, but I just did them all. You can always thin the seedlings later. So this one I'm going to probably sprinkle with a little bit of vermiculite, because it said 1/16, but it needs light to germinate. So that just gives it a little bit of cover. Then I'm going to put it in this tray. I usually bottom water, or have been bottom watering the seedlings. Cover it, and it's ready to go under the light. Columbine, 1/4 inch deep. So I'm gonna make a little hole in each one. Seeds are a little bit bigger. Probably enough. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2. Okay. Put that back up. I'm just going to put a little bit more soil on top of these. Let's see, does it need heat or anything? Nope. All right. Just going to do that 100 more times. Well, I think 50 more times or something. Well, that was definitely a marathon seed starting day. I had to go to the store and get more seed starting mix. They didn't have all the same kind that I wanted. I had to go get more trays, just to, you know, domes and bottom trays to put the other things in that I collected. So hopefully things are gonna sprout. And that's it. I mean, it's just really fun to kind of have this hope and visualizing what all the flowers I'm going to get are, and it's exciting. So, I mean, some of them are going to be perennials that I'm going to put into the garden bed. Some of them are just annuals that I'm growing for cut flowers this year, and it's just, you know, I'm honing my skills of seed starting. I finally got, you know, lights and heat mats and racks this year, so I feel like I'm gonna have a better result than I did last year. It's absolutely possible, and some of my seeds are gonna end up, you know, just on the ground in a sunny spot, in a warm room, in a warm, humid room. And that's how I started my seeds last year. And I mean, I'm looking at the straw flowers that are still blooming that I started last year. So a lot of things, you know, it's fine. It's absolutely fine to do it that way. But I just wanted to get a little bit more, you know, just kind of organized and better production and better, stronger plants. And so trying to work toward that. But that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you for joining me, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye-bye.